copyright.
Yeah, we can't do that anymore. No.
That's the sum total of the intro for today, folks.
No more of that.
He's back.
Somehow we're back and probably even worse than ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with the likes of Darren and Joe hurting us so much. Mad Lad 21. We can't forget Matthew Tang commenting. I'm sorry, Sam, but you are a libtard.
You are a libtard.
You
Yes.
are.
These
Apparently so.
special mentions are going to be given at the start of all of these from now on for anyone who feels good enough in their hearts to comment.
Also, so you can forget that we said it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And those people who I cherish most of all, those who don't forget after a long hour of listening to this spectacular podcast where the like and follow button is.
Yes,
Many people
loyal.
tend to, but the odd few.
It's weird because I still can't actually open up the podcast on my phone.
Really?
And I'm hoping that's
'cause
not
you've
for a
got an
while.
Apple
Sam,
phone.
Sam, guess what? You don't need to open up the podcast on your phone. You have it on your computer.
We are making it.
That's
It's
Yes.
the
fine.
audio
Yeah.
recording.
Oh,
That's another thing.
Can I get
Uh,
tickets to
a
the
lot of-
I also have to sit there and listen to it whilst you edit.
Yeah.
Give my input like
A lot
every
of people have said,
10 minutes.
oh, we don't want to have to go onto the app and make an account because, you know, Podomatic's renowned for stealing your information.
Not
And,
sponsored. Not sponsored.
To be fair,
To be fair, it is quite odd.
You can
It's
listen.
awkward.
You can listen
Yeah.
to it online without an account.
Yeah.
You don't have to sign in online if you.
We
if you
could branch
type in
out
Podomatic.
though, eventually.
Well,
Don't-
YouTube.
don't
We're
they do
working on.
Spotify?
We have a YouTube channel, but you can't
Oh,
find
yeah,
it at the
we
minute because we've not got any videos on it.
Yeah.
But we're working on some sort of video we can have in the background whilst we put all of these up that won't
Human
be.
fall flat.
Here's
won't
a good
cause us to
idea.
get
Here's a good idea.
copyrighted.
Let's increase the interaction between us and our audience. If you have
I don't think
any
you want that.
suggestion,
I really
ignore
don't
that
think you
idea.
want that.
Ignore that idea. But if you do have any suggestions on what we could do for the YouTube channel, an example for like a little
for anything.
video that we have, yeah, for anything really,
Series maybe?
let us know. Darren and Joe have been blacklisted, so like no more of them. But apart from that, like it's just we feedback is
connections.
lively. Correct? What's the word? Lively.
Yeah, so they can hear us, and they can't just hear us. I think they're noticing now that we're talking about blacklisting, getting the CIA hit on Mad Lad and Darren. Yeah.
This wasn't part of our non-existent script.
So, Will, how are you? How are you doing?
Yes.
About to explain June and
No, but on a serious note, we may or may not have connections with the CIA.
We don't. I am legally obliged to say that we don't, because if not, they will track us down.
Speak
and
for yourself. One phone call and that's Darren's not only blacklisted, he's assassinated.
Yes.
Yours, Darren.
Let me just click the button now. Just. All right.
There
He's
we go.
dead. He's dead.
Darren's been
He's
shot.
gone. He's gone
Oh,
off the
that's-
face of the earth.
Speaking of being shot, what made me laugh was the whole.
I got shot.
What? What?
Why was
Shut
that
up.
relevant? What, just shut up. Let him speak.
Was the Queen stuff?
Oh,
Remember
yeah, that
that?
stupid
Or-
little thing.
Was it an American that came up? Was it American that started? I feel like it was an American.
I
What
don't- it
about
probably
the 5th
was.
of July stuff?
5th of Jan. 5th of Jan
No,
stuff.
it's in
It's not July.
5th of January.
Why'd you
yes.
lie to me? Comedy.
That made me laugh because it's all the American memers, and I know they are
I was
just
really
memers,
scared
but
that
it's
the
just
Queen
the
was
funny
actually gonna
things
die.
saying posting all these memes about the Queen dying, and then she cops it, and you suspect number one.
Well, it was pretty much just there, isn't it? It's just on
proof
the
I
internet.
wasn't in England.
Me and Adam, just sidetrack for not get us on a watch list. Me and Adam, whilst on the way here, we had quite an You're right there, Will. We had
yeah.
quite an interesting conversation about Greek mythology.
Greek, Norse, Egyptian,
Yes.
every
So,
good mythology.
Probably make that
Not
the
the Arabic
theme
stuff.
of today's podcast.
Yeah.
Making fun of mythology and those who worship it.
the myth
Joking.
that is comedy
Comedy, yes. The biggest mythology of them all.
is that people think we're funny.
Yes, I mean, how? Like, it's like most things. It's in the eye of the beholder.
Well,
but
frankly,
we're just not.
Frankly,
funny.
I think that there's just not a lot of good out there. I mean, I mentioned to you all earlier, our first episode, when it first went up, we were we were up in the top 100 of all comedy podcasts on Podomatic. We were
Really?
we were 91.
Surely
Yeah.
How do you even check that?
Well, I looked at it
We
yesterday
get
and we're
statistics.
136.
Is it on?
Yeah, we went down.
We went down
quite a
really
fair
hard.
bit.
People realize that we're not actually.
Well,
Yeah.
our overall rating of all podcasts on Podomatic at the start was 722. 720. We played 722nd.
On all of the podcasts.
1,375th.
1,000.
That was
But
yesterday.
people have been inspired by our podcast.
They
Darren
listened to
and
us
Joe.
once, and
Darren
now
and
their own podcast.
God damn it.
hang on. Continue with mythology. I'm just going to get it up and have a look. And
Yeah,
what-
so any of you two, Sam and Will, do you know anything about mythology? I'm assuming by your vacant expressions, no.
No, I'm done.
I do mythology in art, I guess, because I
yeah, you do statues, don't
basically
you?
Only draw Greek statues.
Oh, Adam has a revelation.
No, he doesn't. I need the Wi-Fi.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Hang on, I'm just going to borrow Will's phone. Continue as you
Wow,
were.
it's almost like we're professional.
If you were on Apple, I would be able to hotspot, share it.
Up
whatever.
yours, you
No,
skanky
no,
little
it's like
twat.
Bluetooth or whatever. I could share it to you, but
Bloody hell, I spelled podomatic
Android.
wrong. Android is superior. Get off the hype train.
We're not sponsored. We're not sponsored. Right, back to mythology. So,
Yeah.
like, you've watched, like,
Keep going on.
Thor, you draw statues of Greek gods. So, I guess you know, like, the slightest bit? Yeah?
No. Yeah.
No?
Well, Thor's Norse, isn't it?
Thor's Norse.
No, I do
Lucky
quite
your
like
account
Norse
to leave
mythology.
it.
a
Norse
lot.
mythology is cool.
I prefer it to Greek, I would say.
It's
It's
Norse
it's more
mythology
interesting.
is over the top. It's
Yeah.
like they take like normal things and they just throw it at the fan and see what sticks. And it's actually
pretty
a lot of
good.
it is
It's
quite funny,
interesting.
especially the names. The names in Norse mythology
Oh,
is
the
something to
different-
behold. It's
different
so good.
realms.
Yeah, like the steaming ravine that was on the old Earth. It's called Gununga Gap.
Gununga.
Gununga Gap.
I quite like
And
it.
it's
Speaking
just
of North, we had 2 views, listens
From Norge.
Norway.
from Norway, yes.
Yeah.
How
And,
do you even know this? I've not been able to check anything.
Yeah, we can check
Well, I'm
it.
trying to log in, but it's bollocks.
For
to
God's
me.
sake,
Right, you
Adam.
know what? Sod it. Keep talking so they can't
Hey,
hear
you-
Sam telling me his Wi-Fi password.
For God's
You-
sake.
Oh, no, it's
yeah,
loaded.
yeah, we.
Oh, never mind, it's
you can beat it
loaded.
by then.
This is my favorite thing
Lads,
to look at. I look at
we're
this quite a
way
lot,
up
to be
there.
honest.
We're way up there. I just got the stats through.
What?
Overall,
47th.
1277th.
1277.
So that's not brilliant overall, but in comedy, we're in the top 50.
That's
We're
really
in
the
number
top
42.
42.
In all of comedy, we're number 42.
There's got to be about 50 people that use this.
Wait, no. Speaking of. Oh, Jesus Christ. Speaking of comedy, are you sure this isn't a joke?
It might be.
The
These-
silence
these
was too
stats
awkward for
don't-
me there.
That was.
They're not.
That was hurtful.
Hang on.
it wasn't a good joke.
Okay, so today's
Okay, I'm sorry.
today's
That's
what's
why
today?
we're 42.
Today's the 10th. So I have stats from the 9th. So yesterday we had our best day was Tuesday by the looks of it actually. On Tuesday we had 45 plays, 1 like, 19 visits.
It's quite interesting. I would
And-
never expect that we've had this many
We've
already.
No, how many
One episode,
views?
we've
You
made
told me
one
a few
episode.
days ago. It was like 240?
Yeah, on that one, yeah.
Even if you minus the 6 times that.
It's about 100 I think
we
I've got
watched-
Yeah.
I've got exact stats here, I think. So the total amount of plays this week have been 25. So that's
25.
people that's people who come on to the website to play it.
Yes.
Mobile plays, so playing it through the app, through their phones, is 103.
103.
Likes 6. Again, people need to remember where that button is. Follows
You
12.
don't have to like us. You don't have to follow us. All I'm saying is that it would be a lot better. We can get a larger sort of view base. We know what we're doing. We can get professional, and we
Yeah,
might
well,
actually be able just to throw this out there. We might be able to be funny. We might.
Heresy, sir!
I'm sorry. I'll take
Bloody
my-
heresy!
You might be able to buy Will and Mike.
yes. If you just like a pound a podcast would be absolutely amazing.
You know
but
what I'd like to know?
On the
see,
podcast.
I'm doing my
Oh, you're doing a
spiel.
thing.
I'm doing
Sorry,
a thing.
I didn't know
I'm
you were
doing
doing
a
a thing.
thing.
I'm still looking at the stats.
now. In order to get Will a mic, Will will have to set up the Patreon that he set up and hasn't set it up.
No, but you haven't given us a link to it.
You haven't given us any
So
sort
we
of
we
link.
have no way of advertising
Once
it,
again,
getting
Find
to
it
it.
now.
professionals people.
But 150 downloads.
kind.
So who is there's 150 people or one person 150 times out there intentionally using their storage to download this crap and listen to it on the go off Wi-Fi.
Yeah, apparently we're actually better than we thought. And do you know what? That's an ego boost. Who cares what Darren and Joe say?
Darren!
I've got. They're dead to me.
Bloody Darren.
Darren
Darren.
Joe. We did find out who Mad Lad 21 was.
Yeah.
Was it
He's
actually?
dead now.
You're probably
was
probably
who we
listening,
thought it
aren't
was.
you?
Yeah.
Mad Lad 21.
We know who you are.
We know who you are.
We're coming for you.
Who was it?
We know where
tell you later.
you live.
We don't want to give their name away. If we give their name away, then
We know your weaknesses.
All our raging fan base will go
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
put them
Our
down.
fangirls.
Yes.
But,
Fangirls.
but
When are these a thing?
if we've not made this clear yet, these are people who have commented. So if you do want a little bit of a mention, we won't mention you by name. We'll keep that safe. We'll mention what you. Yes, we'll mention you by
Darren.
username, and we'll mention what you've
Joe.
said,
Yeah.
and we'll
Yes.
comment on it. Because what did someone compared us?
To a certain,
Colossal.
I'm pretty sure he's British, a YouTuber
is
called
crazy.
Colossal is Crazy. Yes.
saying that we're just copying him.
Yeah,
and,
that was
and
Joe.
we're cringy. Was that Joe?
Darren said that we are fucking cringy.
Cringy. Oh.
And Joe was the one who told us that we sound like Colossal is Crazy. And if I'm not wrong, Colossal is Crazy is British, right?
Yes.
Right, so
I'm
either
pretty
that's
sure. Have you
so
heard
either
his
that's an
accent?
all-out stereotype, and
Yeah.
we as British people should be insulted, or they don't actually know what Colossus does. Because
I think he does have a podcast.
does he have a podcast?
Yes.
Oh,
With Keemstar.
Everyone on
With
the
Keen.
dog has a podcast.
With Keemstar.
Oh god.
okay, so
with
that's why we're
Keemstar.
42nd.
Yeah.
They're 100
Well,
years.
well,
on YouTube,
Colossal
that.
is Crazy. I don't think his podcast is on Podomatic, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, feel
we're-
free to sponsor
we're
us.
I'm just
superior.
saying, they're on YouTube and they have like 300,000 subscribers.
Yeah, and
we
we're
have
on
12.
Podomatic and we
Yeah.
have 12, yeah.
We only have 12.
Shake it off the dust.
1200,000, am I right?
No, but seriously, we do actually have a dozen.
Yeah,
Obviously.
not even a baker's dozen, just
Not
a
even,
dozen.
no, just a shitty regular dozen.
Yeah.
Just a will dozen.
Maybe, guys, we should probably start talking about how just amazing we are, and just getting to talking
I
about.
can say I do this every day in my life. Talk about how incredible I am
Well,
compared
just
to the
punched
rest of
Adam.
you. Yeah, that hurt.
Hurt in the feelings and on the body.
On a mental level.
Yeah, I just checked. Colossal is Crazy is British.
We should
Good.
stop mentioning him. We are
He's also-
advertising
he's
him.
aged
Yeah.
30.
No, to be fair, I don't care. Colossal is Crazy is a good YouTuber. If you like
But you won't
comedy
advertise
and you
us.
like British and you like clowns, go ahead
And listen to
go-
us more.
Go listen to us. No one really cares.
His real name is Oliver Colton. He was
Okay,
born.
now we're,
Okay,
now we're
okay,
going too
okay,
far.
okay,
We
okay.
can't do this. That.
But if you want to, go check out Colossal is Crazy.
I
If
can
you
also
are
leak his home address and
his
all
bank
that.
account details,
his the date and time where he's outside. Of his
3
house,
digits on the back,
shopping.
favorite number of candy, flavor,
Favorite number of candy.
favorite number of candy. Yeah, we're running out of things to
Ah.
say already, aren't we?
Yeah, well, we're quarter of an
Is
hour
it
through
time?
almost. I think we've wasted time.
Everyone, I believe it is
the,
time.
The time
to
for the
be
wheel
silent
introduction. Here we go.
now. We've had quite a fair amount of backlash from the last name of the quote-unquote wheel. I refuse to say the rest because
Someone close to you that doesn't like it.
I fear him for my life. And this time, we have decided that every week, if our imagination allows it, we were to create a new name, not a new wheel, a new name each week. This week, Sam, if you would like to do the honors.
The rejected.
Will!
Why do you talk?
My dramatic
You just
monologue.
ruined everything.
For
That
God's
was
sake!
2 minutes in the making.
For God's sake! Alright, let me
Oh,
try that
sorry.
again.
It's a
Rewind. Rewind. Sam, if you'd like to do the honors.
The name of our wheel this week is the rejected wheel of better ideas.
It hasn't changed at
No,
all.
it hasn't changed. It's not better.
It's not better.
It's
It's
just
still
the
a
same
beach ball.
sodding wheel. So,
Again, we should probably just turn our podcast into shouting out things, but a shout out to wheeldecide.com for all your wheel needs.
That was
You get it? Like,
Unless, of
like,
course, you
it's
need a
like,
spare
it's like
wheel.
real needs.
Would you or would you not like me to spin this wheel?
I think we all
What's that? Is
decided.
that? What is that? Is that the Price is Right? Spin that wheel. That's a Price.
I thought
is
it
Right.
was
Hey.
family. No,
Was
the
it
other
Family
one.
Fortune? I swear it's Price is
Um,
Right.
I don't know. Who cares? What does it land
Spin
on?
the wheel.
Movies.
Movies. Oh,
Yes.
good.
All right.
I watched Aquaman.
I
watched
watched
Aquaman.
Bumblebee.
Okay,
Oh,
you
Sam,
go first.
no,
Okay,
do-
hang
I'll
on,
go
hang on,
first,
hang
I'll
on.
go
Let's
first.
do the whole. So yeah, this next segment, God knows how long it'll last. Just skip through if you've not seen Bumblebee
Or Aquaman.
or Aquaman,
Yep.
and later on I have a little bit I want to talk about, but if you haven't seen the movie I'm going to talk about, which is Lucy, where have you been? It's a pretty old film. So
Yeah.
Finn, take it away with Bumblebee.
Bumblebee. Anyone seen like normal Transformers?
Yes,
Yes, of
the
course.
shit ones.
Yeah,
yes.
the absolutely
Megan
god awful
Fox.
shit ones, and Megan Fox being the only good part.
Oh, I've seen,
She-
I've
she-
seen the animated series.
She's now not allowed to work in Hollywood movies, Megan Fox.
Is she?
Yeah,
Why
she's
not?
a
Ah, fair enough.
yeah. Michael Bay, she's a nightmare to work with. So Michael Bay slated
Did
her,
you
and now
know?
no
I
one will
thought I
work
was
with her.
going to go around the alleged.
Okay, yeah. Let's talk about
This is
something
right,
completely
Bumblebee,
unrelated.
Bumblebee.
Yeah, Bumblebee was a great Transformers film.
Oh,
Apparently so.
Transformers film.
Yes, the
Regular
key word being
film.
Transformers film. Bumblebee was a god awful film in general. Bumblebee, to me, opinions again. To me, Bumblebee is one of the worst films I've ever watched.
Well,
Just
I mean,
because
like-
it's so goddamn like stupid. You've heard it millions of times before. Alien comes down from an alien planet, meets human friend. They immediately hit it off and
It's
become
that cliche
buddies.
thing,
It's
isn't
E.T. all over again.
It's just cliche.
Everyone wants to kill the alien. The alien is actually just a misunderstood guy, and there are baddies lurking in outer space
But,
ready to
you know,
kill them all.
Let's face it. When you cast John Cena in a movie,
Oh,
you're not going for any
John
awards.
Cena.
What about
Wait,
Fred?
where was
Fred
he?
the movie. Yeah, John Cena was his
Yeah.
dad.
Oh yeah.
but,
no, but Adam, Adam.
The second thing.
I never saw John Cena. Where was he?
I get the joke.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
I saw
that
his
thing
face
because he
as
said
he
that to the
did it.
blind
You
kid.
can't see me. Yeah.
Can I just
John
say-
Cena was probably tricked into the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Bumblebee has 93%
What?
on Rotten Tomatoes.
From critics or from fans?
That doesn't make sense.
It just says
This is
93%.
overall.
I
And
thought
then-
it was god awful. It was
Well,
disgusting.
You
It was
know what?
so
I
bad.
also think it's awful.
Why?
Oh my god. I
Judging from the trailer,
I could
I
just see
think it's
John
awful because
Cena's
of the
face.
I don't like what's her name? The what is her name?
What, the main girl?
Gracie?
The girl.
The main
I assume
girl.
that's her.
No, that's not her. Pass me your phone. I'll find her.
Oh.
The main girl.
Yeah, the main girl.
I forgot her name.
It's on the tip.
She
of my tongue.
she was probably one of the best parts.
She's also not. On the
No,
cast list.
that sounds wrong. That sounds wrong. Don't quote me on that. No, she was like one of the best parts of the movie.
Oh,
the,
it's fine. Isn't she like 20?
Yeah, but still.
She right. Right. Looking at the Bumblebee cast list, we've got John Cena, Peter Cullen, and Jason Drucker. And there's easily a good there's easily a good 30 people here. And those people I just listed are the only ones named
No.
with
Yeah.
with their
Characters.
character.
Yeah.
So not only that, but the girl who plays this Bumblebee's friend, the main protagonist,
Are you on about the right film, man?
isn't in the cast.
Is she not?
She's not on the cast list. This is brilliant.
Oh.
Hang on, but I know what else she's in.
She's called
in-
Charlie in the
She's
film.
in Pitch Perfect 2. Don't ask how I know that. I'm not gay, I swear. Haley Steinfeld.
Haley Steinfeld.
There we go. I knew her name. It's there. You might want to take that off your search history. Because, we already think
It's okay. I'm on private browsing.
that's worrying.
Seinfeld music.
No, not Steinfeld.
Eins, zwei, drei, vier. Stein is not in the.
You tried to go somewhere with that.
I tried. It didn't
Ah,
work. This is
anyway.
comedy, people.
This is comedy. Sam,
Yes.
Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Right.
You know what?
First things first. How are we pronouncing Aqua?
Aqua.
Aqua.
Aqua?
Not
I say
like you
Aqua.
say.
You-
It's kind. I say it
you
kind of in the
two-
middle.
you
I say
it
Aqua.
the same, and then me and will say the same.
I say Aqua.
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 Adam, you're wrong.
Aqua. Aqua. I wonder which one's American. Because that's what it'll come down to, won't it?
Well, it's Latin.
Yeah, it comes from agua.
Yeah.
So that's probably why a lot of people
What do
say
you think about it?
aqua.
Is it aqua or is it aqua?
Aqua. 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 Aqua.
We're filling up so much time.
We
just
are.
talking
We're
about
burning
pronunciation
time
of
here. Right,
aqua.
anyway.
Just say it.
Man. Waterman.
Aqua.
Aqua.
Yeah, but is that American or British?
It's British.
That's British. Aqua.
Oh well.
Alright, anyway, Aquaman.
You're wrong.
Sounds
I'm
like
right.
the same idea.
Aquaman is, I find it really cringy.
What?
The
I,
fact-
it looked like it was going to be cringy from the
it's
start.
I'm not gonna lie.
man.
Yeah, it's a good film, and I really like the actor, but
Oh, Jason Momoa.
yeah.
Oh, he's
Have you seen the picture of him walking down some area? I can't really remember, but he's got bodyguards.
No.
And it's like,
Oh, yeah, and
why
he's-
does he need
He's
bodyguards?
beefier than the bodyguards. they're like little twig men, and then he's just there. Big guy.
Stop. No, right. Can we just stop trying to play things? You.
It has
Oh,
got,
it's just like that.
saying that, it has got quite a bad Rotten Tomatoes.
It was always gonna flop
I-
because Aquaman is one of the worst
yeah,
superheroes.
It's like Green Lantern, you know?
Yeah.
It's no one particularly likes him, but I think they portrayed him in such a good way.
I frankly really did quite enjoy. I mean, there was a good bit of exposition, but it wasn't good enough. That's my only critique with it. You know, at the start when they're talking about Atlantis fell under the waves and split into different.
Yeah.
I wanted more of that. I wanted more of what's happened
Like
to
development,
these civilizations.
yeah.
How
Not
have they
just-
split into?
Yeah,
to
it
six
happened.
different things?
Now everyone wants to
Groups,
kill
and then
each
they
other.
evolved apparently, but some of them evolved and some of them didn't really evolve.
I know, and it upset me a bit there, but I frankly really liked it. I would put that up there with Wonder Woman.
I do quite like it.
I
I,
Aquaman,
I never
Wonder
watched
Woman.
Wonder
Good
Woman.
deal.
All I know Wonder
Wonder Woman
Woman
was
is
good.
like the world's biggest hypocrite.
I watched
Because it's
Wonder
like
Woman for the plot.
oh, the whole point of Wonder Woman is that she's a strong, independent woman. She don't need no man. But then she ends up falling in love with someone.
No,
So it's
Wonder
like
Woman
I guess it's like a normal superhero trope.
It is
The
the
acting's
best
good. I
DC
liked it.
film,
It was
hands down.
really good.
what
no
what
doubt.
you want about? The Dark Knight.
It's better.
How?
It is.
How
Wonder
can you
Woman
be better
is
than Heath
genuinely
Ledger?
I agree with
a
that.
really good.
It
The
was so good.
cinematography is
don't
fantastic.
like
The
it, yeah.
storyline is good enough.
Same, Will. Same.
It's a good film. I like it. And
But
Gal Gadot is a good actor.
The bit,
Truss.
The bit that was
No, can we
cringe
say that
about-
anymore?
What?
about what?
Can we legally say actor and actress? Do we have to say actor now?
No,
I
what,
feel like we have to
Z,
say actor
so
now.
it'd be
Oh
actor.
yes, actor.
No,
Just
we
to
have to do actor gender.
No, just to clarify, because Will, you wouldn't have known about this. I mentioned this to
the
Sam and
boys.
Finn. I found out the other day that the University of is it? No, I swear it is. No, it's
Make
American.
sure you get this right
I
because
said
people
Manchester.
will slate
It's
us.
not Manchester.
It's not
Manchester's
Manchester.
different. Manchester has something else going on that I can't remember. No, this is an American university, or do they call them colleges? Don't they?
Both is region dependent.
Idiots.
Thank you, Will. Your
But
occasional
I
inputs
can't remember
are
where it is
vital.
now. I can't remember where it is, but it's an American uni, and the faculty
This story I love building.
have basically said all staff and students should try from now on, instead of saying he and she, should use the singular pronoun Z, Z-E. And what makes me chortle about this is that this is stupid. This is ridiculous, because if I go up to someone and say, "Oh, have you heard what Z said?" Who's Z? You know,
Z
Z,
sounds
not
more like
not
he.
not Z, but Z. You know,
Z-E.
not the Z you're thinking of, but
Z-E.
the Z I'm on about.
Is it a name?
No, the pronoun.
Would it be Zim?
Well, that's the thing.
And Zer.
This is what gets me. Z is used to as the pronoun he or she, but for him and his, you have zer and ziz. For the female, hers and what is it?
Her.
Her and hers. It's zim or zis and zims or z's. So although you've got he/she changed, you've still got a clear gender divide for the others.
Yeah.
And the best one is for them. You say zemand. Z-E-M-M. No, X-E-M-M-A-N-D. Zemand.
Why can't you just type Zen?
Why can't you just say them?
That's the
You
best one.
sodding libtard.
Them isn't anything to do with gender.
Exactly.
Like it's not. Oh no. Oh, what are we doing? Of course, it has an M on the end. M male. Oh, how could we be so
And
stupid?
this article I was reading had a quote from the woman. It was from the Pride Centre, the Faculty Pride Centre came up with this. But they said that it only sounds a bit funny because it's new. And when we first came up with the words he and she, it was all a bit funny because they were new words.
No, it
And,
wasn't, because
you know,
we were
I don't
cavemen.
think I don't think Neanderthals had a concept of comedy at that point. But hey ho, that's the Pride Centre for you.
Me shack now.
Yeah.
Make baby.
Studies exam, you have to write
You put wife in
if you're referring to anyone.
Me club endangered species.
You club a monkey.
mama.
But
gotta
yeah,
say-
it's stupid. And one of the
Worst bit,
senators.
right, Scrabble. Scrabble added the pronoun.
What?
Eh?
Scrabble has added the pronoun Z. Z-E.
No.
Scrabble shit.
Scrabble.
Scrabble
what are you
has been
doing?
ruined for me, and now I'm leaving.
So I thought Scrabble couldn't include names. Oh, I suppose pronouns not named.
It's ridiculous.
That annoys me. But
All these people making videos about it. 7 p.m. I changed my pronouns to Z-E and Z-I-R. Z and Z.
I bet you also changed your status from living to deceased.
There's another one.
Cue
It's
Allier intro.
H-I-R, which isn't that not just her?
Yeah.
Well, it's just a different pronunciation of her, isn't it?
Her.
Can I just get this little bugbear off my chest?
Go for it.
Right. Okay, so you know how people get like annoyed at me because I pronounce harassment
Yeah,
as harassment?
No, it's not harassment.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
right,
can
right.
accept that.
Those are the same people that have called it. You're just you're using the wrong pronunciation. What?
Yeah, pronunciation, yeah.
What? It's not even spelt that. There's no O.
It's
Pronounce. It's just pronounce. It's not that hard.
But as I say, it's just because apparently he and she is a gender tag, and once you immediately identify someone with a gender tag, the listener or the speaker or both immediately presume that whoever you're talking about, the he or the she, they get these immediate ideas. So if you say she, oh, it must be, typical woman.
A
and
girl.
Immediately you think she's an idiot. Well, do we?
No.
Do we?
Yeah.
Marie Curie.
Will doesn't speak for this podcast, and we like to be trialed separately.
Will
Yeah.
doesn't speak for himself. No.
It's the Mountain Dew speaking.
Oh, so Hill.
Oh dear. Well,
Well, please
go
be
further
like-
away from my mic.
Please be like healthy for one
don't.
podcast.
Yeah.
This is all because you drank too much Mountain Dew. I just want to point
I don't think that's the only reason.
Okay.
Okay. So you don't good Lucy. Let's talk Lucy.
Yes, yes.
Lucy.
Now Lucy is a good film.
Is that the
starring
one where she
Morgan Freeman
has
and
her
Scarlett
brain
Johansson.
done things
Bit.
to?
Right, Will.
Yeah.
Will.
Yeah.
The mic's better than you whispering. They can probably pick that up. You see that little blip there?
Well, I just got it.
Yeah?
I just got
That's
it.
you.
It's fine. It's fine.
But anyway.
Lucy's the one like the dolphin thing, right? It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. So basically, it's not the film I want to talk about. It's the theory in the film.
Yes.
So the whole thing is, little known fact that animals, most animals, use 2 to 3% of their overall brain capacity.
Yeah.
So does I.
Humans level up that and use 10% of their overall brain capacity.
Yeah.
Dolphins are the only exception. They use 20. There is no living thing, well, no thing in existence that we have been able to monitor so far that has its brain capacity over 20%.
See, I don't think that's true.
Isn't it?
No, because I think there's a little bit of controversy with Lucy because they say, "Oh, it's all science. It's like this." But I think, Sam, if you don't mind searching it, I'm pretty sure humans use all functions of their brain at least
I've heard
in
this,
the
I've heard
day.
this.
Yeah, they
When
did a
when They say you
monitor,
only use a percentage of
but
your
it turns
brain.
out
Is
it's
that at
complete
the same
bull.
time, though?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
That's the thing
No,
that
not at the same time.
Yeah,
They-
so
they
that's
uses
what the
it
film's
generally.
trying to get at. Is if we use 100% at the same time.
we become psychic.
Yeah, so basically it's just the whole, and what fascinates me is the more intellectual, the more of our brains we use, because our brains are the greatest computer.
Yeah.
The more of our brains we use at once, the less human we become. So it is in effect, and quite poetically, our stupidity that makes us human
Yes.
to a degree.
It's the
Emotion.
fault.
Very
It says right. This is probably from some scientist. It turns out though that
Reliable source, some scientist.
Wikipedia.
we use virtually every part of the brain, and that most of the brain is active at almost all time.
Wow.
Well, that's our theory.
Well, yeah, there we go.
Let's
That's-
keep on
that's
talking about
Lucy,
it because it's
folks.
interesting.
It is interesting,
That's
and
what
I
Gordon says.
Well, Wikipedia, I'm a scientist.
I mean, think in general, if we use 100% of our brains, as they suggest in Lucy, it's a little iffy with Lucy. She uses 100% of her brain,
Isn't it just
and she can
Limitless?
choose everything.
What?
No, Limitless is very different.
No, Limitless is One Punch Man.
Limit isn't that it takes like a drug?
Lucy, she takes a drug, but Limitless,
He
he takes a drug,
takes a drug and uses 100% of his brain.
but he can't do the things that they do in Lucy. In Lucy, she's able to
Move objects with
move
the mind.
everything.
Her eye
Telepathy,
turns
telekinesis. She can change every particle. she can choose.
Blue,
She can
Sam,
choose to
blue.
change
I know,
any
I know.
particle to anything. So at the end, she transforms herself into a black liquid that forms itself into a computer that gives a hard drive, and this hard drive she gives to Morgan Freeman, and
Hello,
and
I'm
that's
Morgan
basically
Which is
basically
God.
everything
And this is how
in
Morgan
the
Freeman
world.
became God.
All the knowledge
Yeah.
possible.
Sam, you're completely right.
This
It's a
is-
sequel to Bruce Almighty.
No, it's a prequel.
It's
to
a
Venom,
prequel.
because
See,
she
a
becomes
prequel,
that
prequel.
black liquid.
And then she just disappears into the cyberverse.
Prequel to Venom.
I gotta say, 67% Rotten Tomatoes.
67, Lucy.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's just because Scarlett Johansson's in it.
But Google says that 91% people like the film, so
Interesting.
Who do we decide? Google, a bunch of put together algorithms, or real people?
on Rotten Tomatoes.
I mean,
I'd go with
YouTube
Google.
sides with the algorithms.
I'm people, I don't
But,
trust my opinion.
Are we good? Spin the wheel?
Spin the wheel again.
Spin the wheel. of
Spin the
better
wheel
ideas.
one more
I
time.
watched the film this week.
Oh, for those
Oh, yeah,
joining
yeah.
back in, we are out of spoiler territory anymore. Unless you want to be spoiled on politics,
yeah.
which just happens to be our next topic.
Good, because we've had a pretty good week.
Segues
in,
are weird.
In UK politics. We've had a pretty interesting week, and that's
Yes, we
saying
have.
something because it's sodding politics.
Yes.
No. The really interesting actually yesterday, the most prominent in my mind, so we'll talk about it. The Speaker of the House of Commons, has come under fire lately by Conservatives mostly
Ooh.
for acting out of conduct. So, for those of you who might not be so attuned to the political world, basically the House of Commons is split in two. So you've got the executive, the government, on the one side, and you've got the shadow cabinet and every other party, really, on the other side. So you've basically got Conservatives and DUP, and then SNP, Labour, Lib Dems. No one else got any seats. I
All
don't
these
think.
abbreviations, I have no idea what they mean.
There we go, more abbreviation.
UKIP.
UKIP's not got any seats.
I'm just saying abbreviation.
No, Liberal Democrats. DUP is Democratic Unionist Party. It's Irish.
Right.
And SNP is Scottish National.
Potatoes.
Aye. But yeah, so basically the Speaker has to remain unbiased. And
Be gone with you, Sam.
yes, go away. The Speaker has to remain unbiased.
Quite like us, but we don't.
Like
we
us,
don't.
but
We don't.
And basically,
That
a
might
lot.
be mainly my fault.
A lot of
Yeah.
the speaker's practices are built up on sort of just general necessities. They're not law. They're just kind of we expect you to do it kind of things. I've forgotten the
right.
correct term.
Like
It
common
begins with a
sense,
C.
almost?
It begins with a C. I've forgotten the term. But anyway, we'll move on. So yeah.
For those
hell.
listening, you probably hear Will dying in the bathroom.
Why do
Now,
we invite him to these?
This is a good day for the generation because it means we don't have to spend any more money on mics.
yeah.
I just want to say, this is completely off topic, but
God.
the lights on my TV have finally fixed themselves in the corner, and I'm really happy about it.
Yeah, thanks for that, Sam. You tosspot.
Sam's room is full of LEDs, and they all hurt my eyes. Oh god, the pain.
We definitely need to talk about this.
We'll get to that after I've
Thank
finished,
you.
if I can ever finish.
Shall I talk about America?
No! I'll get slaughtered by my politics class. I already was. I got a mistake last time. I said Callahan. I should have said Heath, but or Hughes. Oh, I don't even know anymore. But yeah, so yeah, the Speaker's come under fire because he's basically allowed the opposition to do something that the opposition hasn't really been allowed to do before. Bring up a controversial bill. The Tories kicked off massively, stood up and were like, no speaker in history has ever done this. What are you playing at? He stood by it, because he said, if we don't go against these things that aren't law, that have become common practice, then we will never have adaptation. We'll never evolve. We'll call it common practice.
Yeah.
But ultimately, the guy that brought it up, the opposition guy that brought it up, won it. It got quite a big majority in the vote. The ayes won. So yeah, it's hotting up. Brexit's going over.
Yay!
May won't be
Or
around
nay.
by next week.
So, Adam, in America, American politics news. Have you heard about this senator who wants to ban AR-15s and other military rifles?
Oh, it's about
I think
time.
that's happened today.
Good.
One of the senators was on about it today. Facts something.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, and
Bit
I
close
she's
to the
been
mic.
absolutely slated for it.
Oh, not good. Oh, she. That's even better. Good. We'll break
Let's
through.
go with it,
We're
she.
not
Let's get
misogynists.
locked at
They
the
don't
name.
speak for us. Me and Sam, we love women.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's not. I am.
I
but
don't know what I said in
yeah, Sam, what were you showing me?
Execution.
What?
Yeah,
We came up with a
yeah,
new
we
term.
made up a Brexecute Theresa May.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually quite clever. Don't let the media hear that. That's we want
we
that.
are already letting the media hear.
We are the media. My God, we're the media.
Yeah.
We're setting trends.
We can do whatever the hell we want.
Brexecute the PM.
Murder!
Power to the
Murder
people.
and anarchy!
The whole world is watching. The whole world is watching. No, okay, hang on a minute. We took that way too far. We're gonna oof that one.
Yeah.
So Sam, what were you showing me on your
Alright.
phone?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
talk about this, talk about-
The UK is blocking porn.
What?
Right.
You what?
The UK government
shit, my
has a
girlfriend's gonna
plan
listen
to
to
stop
this.
children and teenagers seeing porn on the internet.
Why?
What have we done?
I love VPNs.
No, this is what gets
We
to
are
me.
sponsored by NordVPN.
We're not.
We're not. We're not.
But like, when you visit the site, they'll ask for proof that you're over 18.
Well, the key to
Why do you have
this
to be
is use an illegal site.
18? Can I just say? Use Twitter.
We do not endorse illegal sites.
They're
Tumblr.
They're removing it from Tumblr.
Oh, Tumblr's
So
gone.
we're going for
Yeah,
Twitter.
Tumblr's lost its porn licenses.
Hentai Haven.
Hentai Haven shut down.
Instagrams.
We're not having
Instagrams are being brought into question.
They've
There
already
was
done that a
the
while
nip
ago.
law came down, but now they're bringing in everything else.
Yeah.
So they're coming down with a hammer. It just gets to me. It confuses me mostly because the whole point of it is you've got to get accustomed with things. You've got to learn how things work. And we're entering dangerous territory now, and we're men, so this isn't gay.
My mum watches this.
Yes.
We've got to talk about something interesting.
All we'll
This is what
say-
people want to hear.
All we'll say is that
Things
if
like
you
very
don't
disappointing.
if you don't allow access to this, you bring up mental health and physical health.
It encourages.
yeah.
It's going
Problems.
to encourage
Yeah.
illegal behaviour.
Testosterone over
It's
the
going
fact
to
that
encourage
it's-
illegal behaviour. It may increase the chance of testicular and prostate cancer. That's common knowledge.
Yeah.
But it-
That is literally. It just happened. Yeah.
You need to be able to access this, to be able to learn, really. I mean,
They don't really teach you anything at PD day at school.
exactly. On the record here, and we're probably gonna oof this because she probably will be listening. Half the things I use on my
Well,
she won't be happy with that.
Alright.
Dear.
But like I just remember that one time in PD day when we all had those dildos and
Oh
we all
God.
put the
no,
condoms
no,
on the
Sam, they're
dildos.
not called that. They're model penises. we are professional here, Sam.
Dinky the dildo.
And then about half of the class, maybe
They
more,
they
condoms.
put
stole
them in
condoms.
the bags.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so funny.
Well, I remember that. I remember that I got it down and then it just sprung back up again. Like a jumping. I had to do it again and again. Well, thank God for the pill.
This was
The one that,
Yes.
the one that stops the period. Am I right?
Can I get an
moving on.
amen?
Amen.
That was an interesting.
But
topic.
that was funny. Remember
We
when
can't say amen anymore, it has men in it.
Oh, for God's sake, agender.
agender?
Which-
We can't
Wait.
say agender because there are multiple of them.
Oh, we also can't say
people.
agenda because it sounds like agenda.
Yeah. Oh, and we
Eight
have an
people.
alternative agenda to the rest of the world.
Do we want to flip this whole thing on its head? Like this one's pretty morbid.
Oh.
But a teenage girl died after falling on a knife hidden in her handbag.
Why would you bring that up?
Okay,
What?
so that poses
What?
that poses a lot of questions. So, teenage girl, how old?
Do you think I know? It's just a teenage girl, 17.
17.
Oh, that's.
Do you think I know? It's 17. No, 17 years old. She had a knife hidden in her handbag,
Is this,
which she
this is
fell
England.
on.
This Britain.
She had gone to her ex-boyfriend's house with a weapon in her bag.
Oh, okay. So in other words, it's karma.
Karma's a.
Karma's a murderer.
Well, we can't really.
Can you bring in a Buddhist and trial them if someone says karma killed my husband?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'd like to try it. Will, come here.
Yes. Did you just
reckon
openly
I'm not
admit to
with it.
being gay and married to
I chose my words, Paul.
Will? Yeah, we'll try. I'll
I'm not
definitely
going to
leave
live
that out.
this time next week. Oh, speaking of this time next week, we should probably mention there won't be an episode. Our chief technician
Me.
is selfishly, there we go, taking time for himself, the cheeky bastard.
When's this?
Next week, Sam.
Next week.
Yeah, we won't be doing this next week.
Because Adam will be
Yeah.
dead in prior weeks, we are looking for a replacement.
Yeah.
No, we're not. No, we're not. And we're
not,
looking
we're
at
not.
you, Tom.
Yeah.
You little weasel. You're not coming back, Tosser. So yeah.
Casual insult.
Are we good? We good? Spin the wheel. We're on it.
Should we
Bloody
do it
hell,
one more time? One more time.
40 minutes, one more time.
We got a little bit of feedback as well. It dragged out. Apparently, our voices aren't very good to listen to.
No, no, they're not.
Yeah.
No,
No.
surprisingly. And a lot of people said that it was kind of annoying how the fact that it was about an hour, they didn't have an hour of spare time.
So listen to it in installments, you lazy git.
Yeah, idiots. So
Yeah.
what we
Podcast
should probably do is
How long are we at now?
we should
40.
record for a bit more. We should record for a bit more, and
We'll cut it.
Rambling time.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
right, we've spun the wheel.
Yeah,
of
we're
better
probably just gonna
ideas.
shorten
From
it down
games.
to about 45 minutes, maybe 50,
That's fine.
because apparently an hour is too much. So if we minus it by about 5, apparently that's good.
I think
Yeah.
Will's got cramp
Yep.
Well, we've got cramp.
in his leg. Upper leg.
Well, we don't need Will for this.
Says
Aye.
in the crapper.
Wow.
quite
Says
ironic.
with my window wide open. Neighbours, you are welcome.
Well, the neighbours had their alarm going.
We should
probably
start because Will
Yes,
doesn't
we've got.
care.
We've got
Games.
Right.
God.
Games though.
Games.
I
Games.
do not really
Got
have
any-
anything to talk about.
I was talking about Adam.
Hey.
What? Adam is the only game I want to play.
Okay.
No, I was talking to Adam about a new game.
Always get gay at the end.
It's a small room. It's warm. We're men. We're teenagers.
I'm naked.
Oh God!
I would have got. Nobody is naked.
This is comedy gold.
Finn,
Give me this in.
please leave this in.
Yes.
This is the funniest we're gonna get.
That sounds even more gay. Yep.
Oh dear.
Right, games.
Any
I was talking to you about
saw
a game called Hades.
Yes.
It's in early access and it's available. I'm pretty sure on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC.
Yeah, that nice
If you're on
little-
PC, the Epic Games launcher. I know Fortnite's on it. I know it's tainted forever. I too went through that, and I'm just it's Hades. It's a beautiful game. Graphics wise, it's a bit poor. It's early access. It's poor
Yeah, it tends to be
graphics,
early access,
but
tends to be.
the graphics kind of make it because
Okay.
now it's a roguelike. A roguelike game, for those who don't know what it is sort of like it's got procedurally generated rooms. So the rooms that you go to are made by the game. The game makes the room, and because, for example, a little bit of the story, you are Prince Zagreus, and it is your job to, for unknown reasons, which I won't say because of spoilers, get out of the underworld, and because the underworld, obviously, the underworld just doesn't randomly change. That's not how the underworld works. It's random which rooms you enter, but you will always end up with the same rooms.
Okay.
So you know, like you can sort of think of a pattern.
Yeah.
So you can find a way that's the most efficient to get to the place where you want to be.
So each time you die, do you restart?
You restart from the beginning,
Oh,
from
God.
back down to Tartarus. You can get to Asphodel, and you die in Asphodel. You restart in Tartarus. It's a very unforgiving game, but it is very good.
But then
9
so
out
are
of 10.
myths. So are the Greek myths, and that's.
Yes, the main selling point, I believe, is that the Greek mythology behind it is near perfect.
You can't tell, the theme of this podcast is philosophy and mythology.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Greek
Graphics
Greek
aren't
mythology.
that bad.
Yeah.
Graphics, we're
Well,
watching the
watching the trailer right
trailer
now,
here, and it's.
and I
quite
don't
good.
believe that is actual gameplay.
I just realised something, we never introduced ourselves.
Oh no, it
this
is. It
episode.
is.
We don't need to.
We don't need to. Everyone
That's
knows.
our business.
Tossers can listen to the first episode, can't they?
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Is it
It's a podcast.
listener. I'll start
Yeah. A lot of the
Every
game. Yeah,
podcast
here's
is
actual
someone's
gameplay.
first podcast.
Oh, this is gameplay.
Yes, a lot of the games
that's
focused
quite
on voice, the voice acting, narration, things like that. For example, it's always good in a game to have a sentient narrator that knows everything that's going on.
Oh, yeah,
like
you
for
told me
example,
about this.
Stanley Parable.
Yes.
But the narrator is also aware that you are the player, pretty much.
Okay.
Like in Stanley Parable. But Prince Zagreus is aware of the narrator.
Oh.
So,
twist.
yes. So, for example, during one of the flashbacks, I won't say what happens, but the narrator is going on about Prince Zagreus trying to be sneaky.
Okay.
And then Prince Zagreus responds with, "Shut up, old man. I'm trying to be sneaky."
Okay. That's
So
good.
it's
I like that.
just the comedy is like my cup of tea perfectly. I just love comedy like that. Sam, you seem very entranced by the gameplay.
The art style is actually
So
really
you
It's really
you
good.
originally when Finn brought this up because we were talking about this on the bus here,
Yeah.
and you were pissing about on 8-Ball Pool. But when we first mentioned it, you heard the word mythology and went ugh,
and then just like
Now-
turned away.
Now you've
Well, I do
seem
like
to have
mythology,
changed.
but
A lot
like,
a lot of it
a lot
is
of them are the
interacting with the
same.
gods. Like
What do you mean a lot of it's the same?
What?
No, I mean like games about it.
Oh, okay.
They're all
Oh,
the
yeah,
same.
oh,
so-
okay, yeah.
Well, yeah. There's only really so much you can do with one set storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really good. Like, I don't know.
But a lot of
Of
it is,
course Zeus looks.
yeah, Zeus and the character designs are so goddamn
It's
good.
quite epic.
And
Epic.
a lot of it is really good. The interacting with people, you really actually like get a feel for them. Like you can sort of understand them because they just feel so like real almost. And
They're dead. He's talking to dead people.
Yeah, they are all dead. Like most of the people that you interact with, apart from the Olympus gods, the ones that reside in Mount Olympus, are
The
dead.
Olympians.
The Olympians.
The
They-
12 Pillars of Greek Mythology.
It's
is it
also
called?
made by Supergiant Games.
Yes, I believe
Yeah.
so.
Oh, was it
It's
a
got
collaboration? Was it?
8.8 out of 10.
Oh,
I
that's pretty
jumped
good.
out. That is
That's
good.
Not
pretty
bad.
good.
Yeah,
But
I would definitely recommend it if you've got like spare money. It's
Well,
not even
seven-
it's not even
it's
that
like
much.
£18.
Yeah, it's
Well,
not
that's
even that
too
much.
Bad.
Yeah,
Considering most games are like 40 nowadays.
yeah, definitely.
At a
Especially
resting
for
price.
a game like this.
Yeah.
This is a game with almost limitless replayability.
Yeah.
Just because every
you
single
restart
time
levels,
you
they're
learn.
different.
Yeah, it's always adding new things as well because it's in early access.
Yeah.
And it's just so good. The
I
music
like
is
that,
great
I
as
like
well. The voice acting is pretty damn good. I'm quite all about the voice acting.
I might give it a look. I do, as I say,
Yes,
I do like
definitely.
all mythology, but Greeks.
Yeah.
Greeks are I can tell stories about Greek mythology for days, and I probably will at some point. Stick around if you like to hear the
Yeah.
tales of Persephone and the pomegranate, or Pandora's box. Perhaps you are rather taintful to Prometheus and not the shitty Alien movie.
No, that was
the
awful.
better Prometheus.
Yeah, the one that
So
gave
if you
fire.
don't like mythology, stay anyway. We need the views.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are
Please.
desperate.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your
Preferably,
friends, tell your family.
preferably.
If you want to join my free gift card giveaway,
All you gotta do is click the link in the description, and we will enter you into our free gift card giveaway. We're also gonna be doing a live unboxing of GTA 6 in a few days, so
On a podcast.
make sure you check out our podcast so we can unbox GTA 6, put it in, and give it a go. You know?
GTA 6 ASMR.
Yeah, just to
That's
clarify,
what
if you do any of this, you're not getting a gift card.
Yeah.
I just want to point that out.
Yeah.
If you're gullible,
There's no gift card.
you're not
There's
getting
no GTA 6, and there's no helping you now.
you like-
You're in too deep.
If you like, if you follow, if you comment in that order, and we will be checking. We know.
Yes.
We'll give you a nice little mention,
Nice
and we'll
reminder
talk
that
about
you.
you.
Can crack your IP address.
Yes.
We and also
maybe.
just it's just kind of nice.
Yeah.
Kind of nice,
It's nice
to
to
feel.
hear from you.
Like-
Except you, Darren Joe, Madlad21. But it's nice to hear from Matty Tang.
Yes,
He's a
Matty
good
Tang.
friend.
There's a shout
is
out
a
for Matty
libtard.
Tang. Sam is indeed a libtard.
Also, Tom commented saying he never knew that I knew what an abstract now. But I really don't.
I was quite ashamed that I had to think long about that.
Yeah.
It's not good. Episode 1, hooked up with politics, hooked up with English language. I've only got history left, and I'm gonna fail my A level. Oh, well,
Me and
there's
Art
always
have
next
got
year.
me and Art.
Me and Art.
Me and Sam bring the art down.
Yeah, I mean, art's not really hard.
You're getting names and things mixed up a lot today.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. What are you doing?
Well, it's probably because we've been going for an hour now, almost. That's
Really?
With 50 minutes.
Don't do my running down. I'm off now.
Are we done?
Yeah,
Are we done?
It's
We done?
It's
That's
dark
it.
outside. The lights have faded. It's brought down the entire house with. Oh God! They fell down the, I think they fell down the stairs. But no, I'd say we're done. You got anything left to say? Just you and me now.
I don't really know how to
I don't know how to stop recording.